All right.
No introductions, just this commercial message. This is a TBT post on Facebook. TBT, remembering that time I fell asleep up in a tree. I did that a lot, also up in the monkey bars. At the playground, my class of the special ed school I went to for 8 years would frequent whenever there were enough fights, so our teacher, Barbara Doherty, would adjourn for the rest of the day so we could blow off some steam. So this had to be around 1980. And by the time I woke up, I realized the class had left without me. At first I thought someone would realize I wasn't there with them. I mean, I was known to wander. But I figured they'd turn back if they hadn't seen me after a few blocks. So I picked up a football they'd also forgotten and started tossing it around. That is, until it hit the tree I had been sleeping in and went over a fence. All right, I thought. I climbed the fence to the top, swung myself over, and lowered myself as far as I could before releasing my grip. I figured I'd drop to the concrete at the base of the fence and start looking for that football. But I misjudged the distance and my ability to make that narrow ledge, and instead dropped maybe 10 to 15 feet, landed wrong on my right foot, twisting my ankle, and rolled down the hill a spell. This was right by the Long Island Expressway, and the embankment was high enough and steep enough we didn't notice the traffic much when we were in that playground. I stood up gingerly and realized my right leg could not really support my weight. Now, I've always had a weird relationship with pain, because Dad beat me badly and regularly enough. My body simply decided not to feel it. So I found that football and made my way down the rest of the way to the street level. I knew from being on the school bus that the lower school was a mile or so down the road. So I started dragging myself forward, one step after another. I was unable to lift my right leg, but I figured someone would notice this skinny little white kid limping along the roadside and call for help. Nah, I knew they wouldn't. It must have taken me close to an hour, but I made it to the lower school, gave one of the teachers there the football, and told them what had happened. Just by chance, a group of the younger kids were about to finish up some after-school activities, so it was suggested I be placed on one of the short buses and sent home with the rest of the group. For me, it was a typical episode, and truth be told, foreshadowed that night in May of 1993 when dozens of people saw me dying on a Friday night. See the tracheotomy? And no one stopped to help. Yup, I flatlined. But it gave me one of my personal 10 commandments. If it hurts when you move, and it hurts when you don't move, then you might as well move. It's all in my book, Notes from the Exploding Library, up on Amazon and Kindle, and the commercial. Check out ICONICIDE.com.
I just want to say I want to thank Chris ICONICIDE. He is taping this for us, so it'll be there for posterity. And thank you very much for doing that. You volunteered to do that.
Yay.